Hi everybody, this is Lycan 2123 and this is my debut video. I'm going to be playing Dragon Age Origins, which is a game I played a lot when I was younger, but it's been years and I'm kind of curious if it holds up in this era. With all the things that are coming out now, I wonder if I would still consider it to be one of the best games of all time. So we're gonna get into it and find out. We're gonna start with just Origins. Eventually, I think we'll go through to all the DLCs, but for now, we're just gonna play the normal game. I loved this game when I was a kid. The whole party dynamics and the finding, like the decisions. Oh, I love the decisions.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevail. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Wow. That honestly aged really well. I mean, they did a fantastic job of making the Darkspawn look like truly monstrous creatures. I'm really excited to be playing this again. This is such a good game. Such a good game. Okay. So we're gonna be playing as a human. I know that's kind of basic, but we're gonna keep it traditional. And I think we're gonna play as a rogue. So I really want that the feeling of being the scoundrel, I really like that in games. So I think we're gonna go as a rogue, and of course as the noble. So it makes it even better that we're like the prince. I know he's not actually a prince, but the royalty that is kind of doing shady things. I've always thought that was an interesting archetype and character to play, so that's what we're going to be doing. Let's say Lycan. Okay.
Greetings.
Well, let's see, how do we want him to look? No, I kind of like that one. Not a fan of the red hair, but I like the beard. No. Well, I mean, that's better. Awful beard, though. No. Okay, I think we're gonna start with this one. Yeah. Skin color, complexion. I like to think I have pretty smooth skin, so let's go with that. I'm very pale though, so we're gonna go all the way to the left, yeah. Tattoos. So you got anything interesting? Oh, I really like that. I think we're gonna go with this one. What if they have... Let's go full black then, and we'll make it... yeah, we'll keep it intense. I like it being there. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, hair. Let's see what we got going here. I like that. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I think we're gonna see, we got anything? No. Ooh, that's better. Clean shaven. I like it really kept well. And we want to go full black, I think. Yeah. Eyebrows. Yeah, they're fine. And we'll go full black with them as well. Okay, eyes. I don't really want to mess with the shape, but we'll look at the color. Blue. Yeah, we're gonna go with mine. Same color as me. Let's see, voice.
I have lost concentration.
Okay.
How do you do?
Okay.
Greetings.
Okay.
Greetings.
Okay.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Okay.
Greetings.
I like cocky.
How do you do?
Yeah, we're gonna go with cocky, just to go with the rest of the archetype we're going for. Okay, so now we gotta allocate our attributes. I'm pretty sure cunning and dexterity are our two big ones. Let's go with 3 cunning and 2 dexterity. And we are gonna go with coercion because I like to be able to talk my way out of things. And again, I think we're gonna go the archer route. So let's go with pinning shot and crippling shot. And we're gonna play on normal. I don't want it too easy, but I'm not playing for the challenge right now. I'm just playing to re-experience the story that I love.
For generations, your family, the Couslands, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Cousland's banner in service to the crown. Not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, that we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Okay, so I'm going with the cocky, kind of snarky scoundrel, but I'm also going to be polite because I really want to play this as, like, able to gather as many allies as I possibly can, and I also want my like sneaky scoundrelness to be kind of hidden. Let's say, you know, like not obvious. So we're gonna go with "and you, Arl How." I think I'd like that.
Good. She's talked about you ever since she saw you at a fair in Denerim. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I've never actually played the noble storyline. The last time I played this was as a dwarf, so I'm curious how this is gonna go. They're typically pretty tragic. What's involved with this task?
Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
So based on that introductory video, I'm gonna say a Order of Great Warriors. They look pretty epic in that video, so...
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I don't really have an interest in being in a Grey Warden. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be one no matter what. But, yeah, I don't want to right now.
Well, Duncan, he is not interested. So unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription...
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is he?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
So, I definitely want to go through as a, like, full playthrough as, like...
Good evening, my lord.
Explorative and all the side quests and things. Like, I want to experience the game in its fullest. So if you guys have any suggestions about things that I can do, feel free to leave them in the comments, please. But I'm going to try and talk to everybody. May even do some videos where I read the codex, though I'm not sure about that yet. Well, let's see if we can talk to Duncan.
I'm sorry, but I believe your father wishes to talk to the Arl and myself alone.
Can we speak later?
Your father has left you in charge of the castle? Then I will see you at dinner tomorrow, if not sooner.
Okay, I look forward to it.
As do I. Until then.
So can we talk to Arl How?
Yes?
Let's ask about the daughter. Let's see what's going on there.
The topic has come up from time to time. The young and their infatuations.
It definitely sounded more serious from what you said.
Perhaps. Delilah is no longer of the age where I can direct her tastes. To be honest, I have no expectations. And your father seems determined to let you find your own way. If something did happen, well, we'd address it as befits a family of our stature.
I think I'd like that.
I'm sure. There will be much to discuss once I return.
I wish you well. No. How long have you and my father been friends?
We fought together under King Maric when he drove the Orlesians out of Ferelden. Heady times. The years since have not held the same promise. It's not something a youth would understand. It will be good to ride beside your father again.
You knew King Maric?
Your father hasn't spoken of our time with him? That man took care of his friends. As they say, he was large as life and twice as tall. It's too bad Cousland isn't half that.
Why don't you like Cousland?
I think of him as much as he thinks at all.
That's enough, Hal. You speak of our king.
Oh, the boy did ask, your lordship, as per the latitude you allow. I merely offered my opinion.
What's going on with your men?
Poor weather, I believe. Their progress has been slow, but it's nothing you need worry about.
But you said it was your fault.
In a manner of speaking, if I had reinforced our border levies earlier, my troops could have left before the rains. I confess, my confidence in your father allowed me some complacency. I guess that makes it as much his fault.
I wish you well, Arl Hal.
I thank you. That is quite unnecessary.
Dad got anything to say?
Shouldn't you be off to your brother, as I asked?
Is sending all of our forces a good idea?
When the king demands it. In fact, not sending our forces south would be a distinctly bad idea. Don't worry, pup. You shouldn't see many problems, but I want you to prepare the men left here, in case.
In case of what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many lands. If we can't hold them, you must prepare for the worst.
I'll do my best, I promise.
I know you will. You are a Cousland, after all. But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume that all will go well, and the Maker will watch over us.
Are you sure you're going to be alright?
Your brother and I go into battle, not an afternoon tea. Who knows what will happen to us? I will tell you, however, you're my cherished son. I love you, and I trust you completely to carry on the Cousland name if the worst should happen. But don't worry about me, dear boy. You'll have enough to occupy your mind while I'm gone.
Where's Fergus again?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, saying goodbye to Oriana and your nephew.
Okay, I'll go now.
I'll talk to you soon. Just let me finish my meeting with Duncan.
So far, I'm not getting the best impression of Arl Hal. I mean, I don't remember much about King
evening,
Cousland,
my
but I actually don't remember much about this game at all. But Arl Hal definitely is giving me the wrong impression. Hi, Mother.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all.
Have you come to pray for your brother and father? I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
So the Maker is this world's equivalent of God, it seems. Like, not a god, like the god. So it's a monotheistic world. Yeah. Well, I'll appreciate that, Mother. I'm a Christian, so I'll take any religious help I can get.
Please, child, call me Malol. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Maker watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their souls be lifted upon your return. So let it be.
Maker forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Could you answer a few questions?
I cannot. Many await my attendance before they march into the unknown. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
I suppose that might have been a little selfish of me to ask. A book. Andraste, Bride of the Maker. Yeah, I'll follow the religious route for the purpose of this game. I mean, I'm religious in real life, so which if you're not, of course that's fine. But ooh, unlock the door. What do we got in here? A chest.
It's done.
With elf fruits.
Naturally.
Okay. Not much else going on in here. Okay, that must be the door, like, leaving the castle.
Over with. Success!
A deep mushroom. I've never messed with the crafting as like elements of this game either, so I don't really know what to do with all of that. So once again, if you know anything about the crafting in this game, please let me know. Dead end.
Good evening, my lord.
What's in here? There's a lot of empty rooms around here. I'm just walking around pickpocketing and stealing people's stuff. Like classic RPG fashions.
The Terran and the Arl are leaving before dawn.
Couple of servants in here. Nothing really going on. Let's see. It's the Great Hall. We've already been there.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
Oh, I forgot I have a
and
dog.
is too late to leave.
Did he get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
I better go get him then.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
Where is my mother?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son when I left her. Perhaps in the atrium? Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
It does. He wants to test you.
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine? Me, a Grey Warden? It would be everything I've dreamed of. Of course, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Pardon my outburst. We really should go after your hound, my lord, before he does something worse.
What do you know about the Grey Wardens?
Only what everyone hears. I never expected to actually see one. So few of them are here in Ferelden.
Have you ever actually seen the Darkspawn?
Never. You hear about Darkspawn attacking homesteads and travellers, but I thought they were just stories.
Are Grey Wardens as good as they say they are?
I hear they only recruit the most skilled. It'd be disappointing if that wasn't true.
Okay, what's going to happen to you if they recruit you?
I only know that once you become a Grey Warden, your old life is over. There's no going back. As you wish. But what if the Grey Warden tries to recruit you? Have you thought about it?
Why would he recruit me? What's so special about me?
Surely you jest, my lord. You're strong, skilled, and easily the equal of men twice your age. The Grey Wardens would be fools to overlook you.
Oh, what a flatterer. At the moment, I don't want to become one.
I suppose you have many other options. Me? I would give anything to be recruited.
So why are you not going with our men?
I would were it my choice. Your father decided I should remain with the complement guarding the castle. I hope that's because this Grey Warden wishes to see me.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, you know I've served your father for years, since my own father sent me to squire here. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I take great pride in serving the town. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
You would really leave us?
With his blessing, I imagine. Joining the Wardens is the highest service one can render.
Well, let's keep going.
Of course, my lord. Lead on.
So Sir Gilmore definitely seems excited about the possibility of joining the Grey Wardens, which, I mean, it is cool.
It's done.
Maybe he'll get to. I don't know, like I said, I've never done this playthrough, so maybe this way allows for him to be a warden as well. So elf root, blank vellum, and an iron ring. Oh, hi cat. Let's go get our dog.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
That's a bit of an over-exaggeration. I'm sorry he's bothering you, though.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
That's a good boy. There you are.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
That is a good question. What are you trying to say? There's got to be a reason he came in here. It couldn't have just, I mean, I guess it could just be for the food, but he seems excited about something.
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
So, my dog's name is Jax, so that's what we're going to call him. We're going to say your name is Jax.
Might be a nice.
Ooh, giant rats.
Alright, I'm game.
Ain't nothing like a fantasy story that has you fighting giant rats. Maybe some wolves will be next.
Yes. Alright. Going.
Underhanded, there we go.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
So he's a good boy. Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Okay. Well, we traded Sir Gilmore for a hound. But that's not bad. I like the hound. I like Sir Gilmore too. I hope he's fine, at least at the end of this.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
He's not too bad. He's just I mean, Sir Gilmore did say not to tell her, so we'll trust his judgment.
Look at him now. Snuck into my larder once again and makes off like a free thief, he does.
Oh, mistress, there are rats in the larder. Big ones.
Well, never mind.
Well, looks like the dog killed them.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Is it nothing like the charms of a dog, as she called them? I was wondering how they were going to hide the giant bodies in there. It's not like I stopped to pick them up. What's in here? Big empty room. Okay, literally nothing. That's always nice, empty rooms. What about over here? Have I been this way already? Oh, something's in here.
Hello, my dear boy.
Hello.
By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Nothing like an old cranky teacher. Still the same as always, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Sure, why not? Could be fun.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
When were we founded?
Records are vague, but the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
Of course. Since I'm good at cunning, we're gonna assume that it's during the lycanthrope plagues. That sounds interesting.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
Okay, so we predate the founding of the kingdom?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young man.
Well, of course, because you're such a good tutor.
If I were truly a skilled tutor, I suspect I would not encounter such insouciance amongst my pupils. You can look that up later. At any rate, your family has held the tournure of High Ever since before King Callan had united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elathea Cousland battled Callanhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
And he still let us keep it?
Callanhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elathea's men were defeated, Callanhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
So we opposed the king?
The Couslands are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Callanhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Callanhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elathea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Callanhad won.
Tell me about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Couslands and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
Okay, go on.
During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the tourneur's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp and bitter as cheap ale. Your grandfather openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
But they're friends.
The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain, just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Callan, to fight the Darkspawn.
I think that's enough for now. Yeah, that's a good history lesson. I learned a little bit about our family. So that'd be a good place to stop, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Oh, does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk to myself.
So I'm actually an English teacher outside of this, and that definitely demonstrates what it's like sometimes.
Good evening.
History of Ferelden, yeah. Sometimes it feels like there's no point, but other times when there is a point, it's a great feeling. Nothing in here. We might come back here in a minute. See what's going on. Ooh. Who are these people?
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son.
Ah, mother.
I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
It is, in fact. She is back to work as we speak. Oh, here might be a little bit to use my charm. Yeah, her head exploded and my hound ate the staff.
Well, at least one of us will have had a decent dinner. Perhaps your hound left something I can feed my guests. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Weren't you drunk? Weren't you drunk?
I'm so proud of my pup's mastery of tact and diplomacy.
Well, it was a lovely salon, from what little I remember.
Which wouldn't be much, considering we had to pour you into the carriage afterwards.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's riding with your father tomorrow.
It's good to see you again, my lord.
And you, Darren.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra.
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
She's got pretty eyes. Maybe we can talk alone sometime, Iona. Get to know each other.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Is that where I just came from? We'll come back, Mom. Can I talk to you again?
Mother says the Darkspawn will all be
he's
killed
asleep.
and I won't see one.
Okay. Yep, there's people in here now. Let's talk to Iona first.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent.
He is.
Greetings once again, my lord.
You are very beautiful.
My lord is very kind. Thank you.
I think we should get to know each other better.
Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Okay. Yeah, let's get it on.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Yes, please call me Lycan.
Until tonight, then.
Okay. A new quest, alright.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It was my grandfather. I feel like my character likes to read, so...
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
The Dragons of Tevinter sounds cool.
Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing.
Do you know anything about the Grey Warden? She seemed to know a little bit.
No more than anyone else. Is it true there is one here in the castle? Have you met him?
I have, actually.
I'd join the Grey Wardens in a heartbeat. Can you imagine destroying the Darkspawn forever? Becoming a hero? But I'd never gain a Grey Warden's notice. I'll have to be happy under your father's command.
So you're going to be going with your father tomorrow? My father.
Yes, though I don't know when. I will leave when your father does. I'll ride as his second. Glorified squire, more or less. I'll care for his horse and armor and such. It's quite an honor.
That doesn't sound like an honor.
Unlike you, I am no child of a great house. If I can rise within the ranks of your father's service, it is more than I could normally hope for. I'm a bit surprised that you're not riding alongside your brother. Is that disappointing?
You're kind of a little arrogant, Darren. But yes, it is. I have important duties. I'm not... Huh. What are you implying, Darren?
Implying? Not at all. I'm simply curious. If you're interested, I shall record what I can during the battle. My writing skills may be lacking, but I hope to convey a true sense of the warrior's experience. Writing such an important work is one of my ambitions.
Okay. Yeah, well, will you actually fight?
I hope so. I admit to trepidation about facing Darkspawn, but I can't imagine an opponent more worthy of defeat.
Let's talk about me.
I don't actually know you that well, my lord. I know of you, but that is not the same thing.
What have you heard? I'm assuming that's going to go the same route as Iona, and I don't swing that way, so what have you heard?
Everyone says you're more likely to succeed the Tan than your brother is, that the Cousland line has never been stronger. I don't know about here, but outside your castle, people discuss your family a great deal. Some say your father should have been king instead of Caleb. But it is just talk, I think, born of affection for your father.
I better go.
Of course, my lord. I am sure you have much to do yet.
That sounded slightly treasonous, so I better go before... before anything happens. We're not going to talk about usurping the king. Let's talk to my mom.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
No, I have not.
Keep it that way. You've enough to do here at the castle without chasing Darkspawn.
Maybe you know a little more than Dad does. Where is Fergus?
If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana.
That's what he said. And why can't I go?
I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride off. But we must see to our duties first. You understand that, don't you?
But what if they die without me?
It's in the Maker's hands now. And we must cope as best we can.
She handled that a little bit better than I thought she would. Are you staying here?
For a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Landra to her estate and keep her company for a time. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your authority.
I don't think that would be the case.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long.
I don't know why, but this is a good line. I really do kind of have a bad feeling about everything, about why we're waiting till tomorrow, why I can't go. It's too convenient.
As do I. Your father and brother are marching off to fight Maker knows what. All the assurances in the world don't comfort me, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus and your father have their duty, and we have ours.
Okay, I better go.
I love you, my darling boy. You know that, don't you?
Of course, I love you too, Ma.
Go do what you must, then. I will see you soon.
Something's going on. I really don't like Terran. Was it the Howe? No, we're the Terran. Arl Howe. I don't trust him very much, and I don't know. I don't trust the Darren kid either. He seemed too irritated that I was a noble and he's not. You know, the kind of jealous thing going on there. What's in here?
Are you daft?
Oh, key required. No, we won't want to talk to them. Let's see.
Not happening.
Can't go in there either. Just a room. What about here? I think we've explored everywhere, so let's go ahead and talk to Fergus.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
Sword.
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside? No, you two are gross.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
No fewer than 3, if you please.
Bold words, little brother. I mean a real woman, not a turn in the straw.
Fergus, language!
You like to play in the stable too, Uncle? I like to hide in the hay.
Oh, buddy.
Don't you listen to this. If I catch you with your clothes full of straw again, I'll send you to Mother Malone.
But Mama, she talks forever.
He's cute. I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be missed.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you would be so miserable, husband.
Did you know there was a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He's recruiting after he's gonna test Sir Gilmore.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or 2.
Well, I guess this is it. I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him. I don't think I've missed anything. I think we've pretty thoroughly explored this place, and this is kind of the goal. I don't know if we'll be able to explore after we talk to him or not, so...
Then the Jarl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
He might just need them.
And make us sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother.
And wife.
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
This definitely seems like a good family dynamic. Like we're all very close. I like that. You can count on me.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough. Enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Oh, I leveled up. Let's see. Level up. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put him in dexterity this time. So I've got all the cunning I need. We're gonna go with coercion. Like I said, I want to be able to talk my way out of anything. And I think... yeah, we're gonna go here because we want to be able to pick all locks that we can. So, yeah, we'll start with that. So I can't explore. Looks like Iona and I had a good night at least. Okay, what's going on here? Definitely something happening.
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry.
He found the rats. Is there something out there? What's wrong?
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing.
There's definitely
I'm
something
gonna see
wrong.
If someone's in the hall.
Okay. Okay, well, Iona's dead, and I'm now suddenly dressed. That makes sense, okay.
Yes.
A Howe soldier?
Going.
Like Arl Howe?
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Going. Yes. All right.
My dog's kind of fucking.
Yes. Going.
I can't really do anything. I put my points into archery, and I don't have a bow yet.
All right. Going.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do except just keep swinging.
Yes. All right. Yes. All right.
Oh, no. Okay, and I've now killed
Darling,
people.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
They killed Iona.
What? The elven girl? But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us?
See, I knew there was something off about him. Like he's just so bitter. We need to get out of here.
Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Oh no. No, I haven't. I was in my room.
We must find him.
Let's check on my cousin or my sister-in-law and nephew.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
See, I knew something like this was going to happen. It was just going too convenient. See, there's a mace. Oh, cool. Short bow. Let's see. Inventory. Oh, I can give her... Let's give her the short bow and I'll take the long one. Yeah, there we go. And Jax can level up, and I think it's better. Let's put him in the strength so he can hit harder. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
And you think that we would...
Health potion, grease, crafting, short bow. Oh, okay. I think a lot of that comes from the DLC. We'll take some time to look at that later, but we need to go check on my
We must go downstairs and
my
find out what's
sister-in-law
happening.
and cousin, or nephew, if I could ever get it right.
Perhaps
More
like
elf
sense
food.
here, darling. Some of your father's belongings.
Oh. They killed a child.
No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
That's terrible. I will make them pay for that.
Oh, he's not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
It's an attempt to wipe out the line, guaranteed.
And I'm off.
Get out of my way!
Oh, that's a lot better damage.
Yes. Here they are! All right. And I'm off.
I can actually hit him.
Yes, this.
Okay. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go for the stun here. Let's stun this one. Easy peasy. No problem. I need to find my dad. Get out of here.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
What should we do?
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there anything else we can do?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Cousland sword from the vault. If anything is worth fighting to keep out of Hal's hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
Alright, let's go to the
Hal's men are
treasury.
inside. They must already control the castle. We must use the servant's entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I want to kill him though.
Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
Okay, let's so we need to go get the sword first, it said. Okay.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Oh my god. Coward. Okay, stand and fight.
Yes, my lord! Here they
See,
come!
I might not have been able to do that had I not invested in persuasion. I definitely like this is the way to go. Might have been fun to be a mage. I'm not the biggest fan of warriors though.
All right. All right. Yes.
Shot your misery. Let's see, crippling shot. Let's see what that does. Didn't do anything. Am I not hitting? So the gameplay is definitely still clunky. Like I'm not used to this at all. But ooh, that hit hard. So okay. So it's a bow. You know, it makes sense that it does quite a bit more from a distance. So I just need to stay out of the way. Let's make sure to loot everybody.
Let's see. Which one first?
Not. So I'm gonna get as far back as I can. Just stun each other. That's always nice.
All right. Yes.
To battle! We fight for our home!
And I'm off.
Well, as of right now, I'm really bad with the bow, and that's not a good sign. But we'll save some guards, you know, leather boots. What we got going on here? Another chest. That wasn't there before, I don't think. I might have overlooked it, I guess. Take all the health potions, so we can't go that way because of the fire.
Yes.
Why am I missing so much? I can't hit squat.
And
Do I want the short bow instead? I'm not hitting anything. If I like this, I may have to switch to dual archer. I wonder if they like a respec somehow. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. I need to play with it a little more. But right now, it's kind of sucking. I wonder if we're gonna see Arl now, or if that's later on. Must have go this way.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Cousland family blade lies inside.
Well, let's go get it.
Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Yeah, let's go get it. Some dead people in here, but it doesn't look like they got past the treasury, though. Just go ahead and take everything we can find. We can always sell it later if we don't like it. Family sword and shield of high ever. That could definitely be useful later. There's definitely a lot of them here. Well, I think we're gonna have to cut through the Great Hall. It looks like everything else is blocked off, so let's just... Oh, this should Gilmore. And the mage. Okay, so we're being attacked by a wizard. It's never a good sign. Get as far back as we can and try and fix something. I think it's a good thing that we stopped to help those soldiers, because otherwise we may be sitting here alone.
Alright. And I'm off.
Do we not have a mage? Would I have been a mage? I don't know if I would have been able to be a mage and still be here if I'd had to go through the mage eye.
Man the gate! Keep those bastards out as long as you can! Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
They did.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe... Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Come with us.
If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker watch over us all.
Okay, so Sir Gilmore apparently wants to stay and die, and won't. I mean, he's not. Let's see, can I change his mind?
Did you not hear, Sir Gilmore?
Don't let us see.
We must go while we can.
Okay, no, you can't even talk to him.
Yes.
More soldiers. So a lot of them got through apparently.
Yes. Alright. And I'm off. This way. Going.
We will not be defeated!
Let's get out of here as quickly as we can. So I think the Lord knows up here. Oh, that guy looks different than the rest do. That's weird thing, but we got a knight here. I'm so glad I have that dog. Verified tank. I guess they did call him a warhound. So Jax is definitely giving us some help. And honestly, that servant has kind of stuck with us for a while now. I thought he would have probably died, as bad as that is to say. Injury kit. Lyrium potion, which I'm assuming is a mana potion. All the servants are dead. Oh god. Okay.
There, you both are. I was.
Bryce,
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Al's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
You can barely move. How did you get here?
Duncan, go. Found me.
I'm going for the Grey
Brought
Warden.
me here.
And left you lying in your own blood? We must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Then I'll drag you.
Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, Pup.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes. Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
Yeah, we need... You can tell him yourself.
I wish I could go. Oh.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Thank you.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me, but I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
It honestly sounds like I don't have much of an option, so I accept.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
No.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
I love you both. I love you both. Oh. Wow. So, this is a much darker... This is a very dark story. This is a very dark story already. I love you both.
Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
I'm just so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Oh, man. That is so dark. That was so dark. And the fact that my mother stayed...
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Caleb.
Well, that's awesome armor.
I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
I love that armor.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, and I bring important news.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
You'll be waiting for some time.
Oh? Well, nothing's happened to Bryce, I hope. Has he fallen ill?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
That's all I can do. That's all I could hope for. Thank you, Your Majesty. I like Caitlin already.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
You know when he... I'm not looking forward to telling him.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I like Caitlin a lot. I think I want to stay on his good side as best I can.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
It sounds like it's almost over. I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
Goodbye, Your Majesty. Yeah, I like him. He's definitely an interesting character, and I love that armor. Like, that is pretty gold plate.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound too confident in that, Duncan.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Well, maybe you should. He regards you very highly.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Terran Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do I need to do? No, a hot meal might be nice.
I agree. We have until nightfall to begin the ritual. Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Okay. So that is a lot to decompress. Let's go ahead and level up while we're talking. Yeah, that was insane. First of all, yeah, I'm not really quite sure what to do with everything that just happened. So Arl Howe betrayed our family, and we have some vengeance, and now we're Grey Wardens. What I don't get is why they're so important. Like, I understand they stood against the demons, or the Darkspawn, but why are they such a big deal? Like, couldn't anybody do that? I don't know. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping point. You know, we've gone on for a little bit today. It's been a pretty good amount for our first video. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in. Now, I'll see you next time while we continue the journey of Lycan Cousland, the Grey Warden. Alright, bye.